Hello and welcome back to BGF Monday Night Rollback. My name is Weirdling and I'm here with
Senpuu, Red Suzanne, and I know that I don't need to put spaces in the middle of everything that I say. It's just the way that I talk sometimes, okay?
I like how you immediately knew it was an impression of you.
It's how I do the Monday Night Rollback. Week 40, whatever the fuck. It's only like week 16 or whatever. But
I think we're 18.
oh, damn!
Even though we had so this month has been weird because
Off and on.
yeah, we had two tournaments on Mondays for some reason this month.
Always love skipping a rollback to go and get absolutely destroyed at a tournament locally.
That's why I said like the only valid reason to skip a rollback unless everybody's like ill or go COVID like we did last year.
Oh yeah, COVID Gauntlet 5.
Yeah, so that the only valid reason to skip it is if we're going on a tournament as a team.
For reals. So we'll be back this week, which is absolutely fantastic. That means 2 weeks in a trot where we've not had a tournament and we've actually been able to put on a gauntlet.
Yeah.
And this week, we actually will be putting on a gauntlet because Kyle, or Sukumancer, is away in the far off lands.
Yeah, so
he's taking a wee bit of a holiday.
So what happened is that we went down to 5 people because Sukumancer is away.
Yeah.
And we had the option to just do the bracket as normal. Or we could just revert to the Gauntlet format just so we can like have some sort of a throwback of how it used to be.
We gave the choice to the champion.
And we were all like, no, we actually voted on it.
Did we? I thought we gave the choice to the champion.
Well, he said that he would also like to do the Gauntlet, but we did actually vote on it.
I'll take that for that. It's the rule of the champ.
I mean, it was his, he also wanted it, so I guess it's his decision.
It was pretty unanimous, to be fair.
Yeah.
It
was actually nice to go back to the Gauntlet just for this once, especially after having these on and off weeks. It kind of throws me off balance because I have this weekly routine, because even though if I'm not doing the videos and stuff, I always end up I always end the recording because it's happening in my place.
Of course.
So it's
the tech man himself steps behind the desk once again.
Yeah, so basically every time we record one of these, it's always at my place. So I always have at least one day at a week when I'm just doing this, and so it was weird to not have it for 2 weeks and like on and off. It was
You've got an extra day to yourself for 2 weeks, but we're back.
Yay! And as you might have noticed, my voice is a bit weird because I have been ill for the past week, about a week. Yeah.
From one to the other, it was me that was ill last week, and now it's your turn to be ill. I'm sorry if I gave you anything, but I'm fairly sure I didn't.
No, I don't think it was you.
Please don't give me anything back.
But I don't think I'm infectious anymore. It's just I've been coughing so hard this morning that my voice just absolutely went bass.
Well, don't worry. I'll be the enthusiasm. You can be the bass.
Nice. Which is not normally the case. And this is probably I'm going to mark this Gauntlet as the sexiest voice I've ever had in my life.
Nice. And with all that said and done, I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Oh yeah, so the one thing that we need to explain is that, so if you're tuning in for the first time and this is a Gauntlet, so the way it works is that everybody's basically facing the champion, and whoever gets to defeat the champion progresses to the next round to face off for the belt.
Yeah.
And at the end of the after all the fights, the two worst performing players face off for the spoon.
Yeah.
And that's how it used to be. That's how it's going to be tonight.
So good old Maku is going to be running an Iron Man gauntlet, and
he chose
facing off against all of us. Yes, he chose to go in reverse order.
So it's spoon holder first, which is myself.
Oh yeah, let's rock straight into it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and your first challenger this evening will be the Prince of Parry himself. Don't fight him under the sunlight, or you might get blinded. It's Weirdling.
That's a new one.
Joke on the bald head.
I
It doesn't really hit home when your character's got a full head of hair.
Yeah, that's true. And the audience doesn't necessarily know.
Well, they do now. I'm fairly sure I've made enough jokes about it in the past that has come through. Hopefully it has. But you'll be the first to take on our resident champion, Maku. He'll be going for the trislash. tonight, I believe, if he manages to somehow beat all of us.
If he beats all of us, it's priceless.
He'll be going for that tonight. That's his goal in mind, and we're going to be starting off strong. It's a rather aggressive start from Maku so far. Don't normally see him running in. He's quite one to back off and play the Kai projectile game when we start. Nice air confirmed.
I feel like I do better against Maku in tournaments.
Okay.
Like actual tournaments when we team kill each other.
Yeah.
When it comes to Monday Night Rollback, it's always a bigger challenge for some reason. I don't quite know why.
Nice. That's very confirmed. You've got all the meter in the world. Spend that cash. Melt that bar.
Yeah, it did less damage than I anticipated, but that's fine.
Banker on the back, that's a nice loop for jump. Okay, block straight into Scum Dipper. That is going to be a kill with 200 meter.
So this was the day after I actually hit Celestial the first time in like 7 months or something.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh no, I hit Celestial, I'm going to suck at Monday Night Rollback. Because whenever I'm good at online, I really suck offline. And it's not really that I'm playing bad, it's just I lose. And so far it's like, I kind of had that at the back of my head, but I was like, no, I'm not letting Mark beat me. He needs to die. He cannot have the trislash.
Oh, nice that. Okay, red RC.
Which yeah, that was a
Meant to be a dash RC or?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay. Maku firing straight back.
It's like all his best confirms are scum dippers, and it's really annoying because if he has the meter and he just confirms a scum dipper, I'm basically getting wall broken.
That is the fear of having a 5-frame low hitting special.
Yeah. So whoever said Kai's mid tier is a liar.
I mean, there's things that can get off his scum dipper for sure, but it's by no means is it like the highest damage that Kai can get, and it's quite hard for Kai to achieve the same levels of damage that a lot of people can get to.
Oh yeah, but scum dipper itself is such a good tool that it's really easy to confirm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm doing good with the pokes for now.
Definitely, yeah. Actually, winning the air-to-air battle, normally it's Maku dominates that, nice air punches.
Yeah, that was me trying to like, okay, he's gonna press a button, I just need to hit first.
Right, yeah. It's a shame you couldn't get anything off the counter hit. Slash.
Sometimes I have the presence of mind to block the second hit of Scum Dipper.
Yeah.
But most of the time I'm just trying to jump again, and it's not gonna happen. Open the tether.
Actually, yeah, the counter hit as well. And the legs going overhead.
I was hoping the tether would stay on, I didn't see it break, so...
Again, with the Scum Dipper coming in, heavy projectile Loki. Big burst. Oh, that air confirm is so close. Maku looks like he's blocking.
So I cancelled, but I accidentally quick cancelled, so...
Yeah, fast on sheet.
Yeah.
That is a big counter hit, some big damage coming in.
I don't know why I'm trying that, because it never works. Every single time he runs up to me and I am thinking a strike is coming, it's never a strike. And I've noticed that even if I don't parry, he still waits for a split second. So I should just not parry or delay my parry, because that would be funny.
For those confidence, shoot, kill, wall splat, wall break.
Yeah.
Bread and butter.
So I'm getting rolled.
Maku's butter and sandwich, you know, just casually playing the Kai game plan.
This is me, as I said, hitting Celestial, pulling all the Celestial gameplay with me.
Nice cross up.
I dread that cross up every single time, because if the opponent's 6p, it still hits it.
Yeah.
So it's really, like, it's not safe from 6p, but if you start your 6p once I cross you up, it's too late.
Yeah.
Man, the Lightning has been ridden so many times. Nice jump, that was gonna be a proper confirm. Oh, there we go. Still.
Manages to block halfway through for some reason, not really too sure how. Confirm back inside of Maku. Hit the projectile, blocks yellow RC!
Yep.
Zan.
I don't always use yellow RC because I would rather just parry.
Yeah.
But in that situation, I just felt like, okay, it needs to get the fuck off me.
More reliable, yeah. Oh, nice catch in the backdash there. Drops the 2
If that was a forward jump cancel, it would have been much better.
Yes. Dodging the DP as well. Whoa. Thought you were going to super there, but the second hit to Tammy just put him through the wall. BRC. What's the next? Just playing for the season, come back and do it. Big counter hit confirmed. First get off of me. Get all the life lead on the side of Weirdling here. Not wasting any time, we're straight into Red Lightning.
I'm just watching my dream fall apart, yeah.
And yeah, that certainly looks like a block backwards RC. He's going to be right the Lightning.
So at the time when this happened, I was like, how in the fuck was I unable to block that? And later on, like, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I actually went to the lab and tried to figure out if I can actually do it in any scenario. And if the Rider Lightning comes out before I press the RC, then there's absolutely no way. Even if I do the standing one,
the normal RC,
it still doesn't work. So the only way to do it is that if my move, if I already RC'd before the Rider Lightning comes.
Right. So if you did it like like an option select, like you do the super, but you're pressing RC when you do the super as an option select.
No, would that be an option select? I think you can just cancel even if it hits, or maybe not. Actually, that's a good point. I actually need to lab this.
That's the first thing that came to mind. Yes, RC does in fact have started frames, unfortunately.
which I was like, I was ready to like block this and turn this around. It just didn't happen. I was like, fuck's sake, okay.
Could try something to do with fast RCing as well, like, but obviously before the RTL comes out.
Yeah, well, you cannot like fast RC block because you
would have to like press punch and hope that it recovers fast. Because some supers you can like run up and punch and still recover before they actually come out. Because like, well, supers have invul, but they also have starter frames as well. I'm just not sure.
You just gave me an idea. Like
I know that Baiken's super Tenshi Jin. I know it's not called that, but you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you press punch before that, it's quite a slow acting super, so you can actually press punch, recover, and block it. You can also like DP before the start of it as well. Things like that.
I know. Yeah, the DP usually gets me. But what I'm thinking is that I could do my super.
Labbing on court here.
No, I'm living in my head at the moment. So it's like, what I could potentially do, and this is something I need to test. I could fast purple RC to parry, and that would catch the Rider Lightning. That
in theory would work, but at this point it's just a theory. You certainly need to test it.
Yeah, I'm gonna test this.
Definitely check it out though. Even if you see the super flash, just try putting in a parry in there. You might just get it out.
Nice.
More of that, Maku stepping over the first body of the night, and he'll be moving on to myself next, I believe. Yeah, because I played you for the spoon last week, so that would make me the next one, 4th place, 5th place, something like that.
Yeah.
4th place because Supermaster was also not here last week. So yes, it's time for Senpuu versus Maku.
And your second challenger of the evening. He is the silverback of the BGF. From up, down, left, right, center, blender. Yes. Senpuu versus
I am the centered blender.
I actually wanted to do a Johnny, but then I forgot how he normally fucks it up. So I fucked up the fuck up, so it was like a fuck upception.
So okay, you fucked it up in your own way. But that's right, I am here, and I'm going to attempt to dethrone Maku. Playing it slow so far. I've been trying out a lot of new tech. He says doing pretty much the same thing he does every week. Not going for the run through, bait the grab it, managed to not punish it, gets the second run through on Maku.
I think that was your biggest downfall against Superman, so that he knew every single time he was gonna run through.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something that is good to mix up. Oh, cool. So many backdashes in the air. That is something I almost never do. Oh, there we go. Is it
Actually,
good there?
should be a kill. Not quite able to get it, just that scale improved a little bit too much for me. Tried to dash and grab, no micro dash for me, I guess, but the projectile was going to save my life.
Was it the slash one?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Just poking.
My projectile's better than yours.
Oh yes, let's shot away Jason.
Too many clashes going on here. Heavy projectile, go run through.
Oh nice, blocking the run through.
You blocked the run through, you're still not safe, brother. Not quite going to kill, but certainly going to be a lot of damage.
That's good enough. If you do like 30% also with the dust combo, that's a good portion.
And there's the big scum dipper combo coming back. Yeah, I mean, I tried to audaciously blue burst myself, unsafe. Thought he was going to grab block the enemy, heavy projectile just for the audacity. Tries to challenge the run through again.
I think at this point he knows you're going to run through after the projectile.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Which would prove useful if you just like didn't.
It's fine though, because you're constantly in blocks now, so you can't really stop it and run through once it's blocked. Is plus, or it's like very close to plus. If it's minus, it's not very minus.
Okay. Ooh, that was like a dodge by a hair on the crew card.
Didn't get a 5k there, but oh, grabs after the run through. Blocks the yellow RC again.
That seems to be a theme.
Nice stick throws. Wasn't ready for it again. I should know if I see him running after something that close. I should know he's coming to grab me. Big counter hit burst get off of me. Runs straight into the heavy projectile, gets hit by the back turn as well. Nice DP. Wasn't ready for it. He's been eating the mix too much. He's been too respectful.
Oh, straight back into the corner.
Big grabs. Just pressing button, trying to test.
As the respectful crouch blocking in front of each other. I thought that was a Leo matchup. Not a Leo and Kai.
Sometimes you just gotta respect it.
Just two kings staring at each other. Yep.
Says,
wait for the unsafe, do the DP.
Says the small delay there. Also says that he was going to run up and press some buttons on me. Speaking of running up and pressing buttons, that's an Alvin counter hit. Let's get back in that corner. He's not going to grab me. I thought he was going to grab me.
I thought you were gonna like eat that anyway because you didn't quite land. And you were like mid-hit. I mean your move was out. You're timing your DPs just right, which is really annoying because I know that I will eat them as well.
Too many times I was being hit by a DP that wasn't going to hit. You know, by a DP that was red. Very nice quick kick confirmed there from Maku, even in the score.
I know. Don't let him get the trislash. We need to stop this man.
I'm trying. Somehow I don't think that was meant to be a jump kick.
He's using punches so much and it works.
Best way to check if your opponent's pressing a button.
I mean, yeah. Nice.
RTO.
What's that to RTO? Nothing beats that.
Green wall, what's the mix? Jump in air, nothing. Okay. Just getting the run through. Mistimed the meaty very slightly, just go straight for the command grab anyway. That's right, I want a wall break. I want some of that positive bonus.
Nice.
Can't be doing those kicks. Against the man with the DP.
I keep forgetting that you can get the OTG with that move.
Yeah.
And every time I die from it, I'm super pissed because I just forget that
Yeah,
it is.
but every time.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say I forget about everything, but I really don't. Thought the command grab was going to hit again because it hit him last time. Nice damage there from Maku. Oh, nice fast RC into the 5D as well. Was not ready for it. That's going to be a kill. Not quite going to be a kill. Tried the heavy projectile, not as good as the light projectile. Turns out, in some cases, his projectiles are better.
Yeah, well, faster for sure.
For sure, yeah. I like the way that, like on reflection, I do like the way that I'm playing. I'm playing a lot more patient than normal. In a lot of the ways, that's kind of what I've been working on. Getting a little bit too antsy. Blocks the burst as well. Thought after the cross-off we wouldn't be ready for it, but it turns out he was.
Maybe a little bit too patient. At least in this frame.
Quite possibly the more I'm kind of trying different things aren't working, and my brain's defaulting to like, I'll just block and look for an opportunity.
I mean, that's usually a good way to go, but when there's nothing to block, you should just sit there. That's something that Casey Chaos does all the time. Like, he's either like hyper aggressive or he's not aggressive enough. And when he tries to find balance, that's when he starts like wrecking shit. Oh my god.
He's not blocking well. We're ready for the next.
Just love the poke. Oh, you could actually look at him.
Can't think if there was a grab coming. It wasn't. It was lows.
Nothing like a standing low.
Ready for that every time. You blitz slide okay. Every time. I don't know why I'm trying to blitz slide. Try to lock him down so that I can get some mix on the go. Last chance for me.
Oh, nice block. Okay. Oh, he's not pressing a button, it's not me. I should learn this shit, just like jumping back and waiting for you to get the parry out, and I'm like, haha.
And that DP is surely going to end it. Bring an end to my career. Just joking, I'll be back next week.
Has he used Ride the Lightning in every game so far?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, it's certainly good to know. It's good to do. Just like you get a stray hit here or there, you confirm straight into super. If it's like the situation that just happened, that was always going to kill. And once you put in the super input, you can't mess up the super. So,
I mean, chances are if you use a Ride the Lightning, it's going to wall break.
Exactly.
It's very unlikely that it's not going to.
Gets you better OK and wall break as well. I mean, if you've got the meter to spend it. Good games there for Maku. Utmost respect. I'll be back next week. Played better in the first game and slowly kind of deteriorated as games went on, but I think that was quite possibly frustration at the patience, and a lot of the things that I was trying to do just kind of weren't working. Yeah. Even though I did manage to take game one, there were some adaptations made on the side of Maku that made my life very difficult. But yes, good games all round. I'll be on the commentary desk for the rest of the night, but more importantly, in terms of the Gauntlet, I'll be back next week.
Well, we don't know if you're in the spoon match or not.
Oh yeah, good point. I could be the worst performing player. I do forget about these good old spoon matches.
I mean, I think you've done better than me, but...
So far indeed. So far indeed. You've got Case of Chaos coming up next and Reinart to follow shortly after.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And your next challenger this evening will be Unga and Bunga himself. And yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, he is both in one, also known as the regular sized cocker Case of Chaos. Coming at you. Or Maku, coming at Maku.
Nice, Unga and Bunga. It's like the yin and yang.
He's the complete trio. The complete doublet. Jizo, Yin Yang, and their third cousin, Yong. Whichever one you want, in case of chaos.
It's the Kong. His Chinese name is Dong.
Already with the early burst bait from Maku. He's fought one Leo. Can he deal with another one? Instant overhead gets caught by that. Bursts his way out as well.
I'm seeing some aggression from
Case of chaos. Yeah, definitely. It's good. It's good to see.
Normally he's more patient than you, but it seems this week it's like a
It's a
switcheroo.
slow roll reversal. I'm being the more patient, and Case of chaos is being the more I'm gonna bunga. So it's quite crouch blocks, man. He's blocking these scum nippers in reactions. Nice DP. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the button checks.
The button checks.
Just pressing punch to see if you're pressing the button. That's what it is. Look at him go. If he's holding forward running at you, he ain't holding block. DP. Oh, nice PRC. Fast PRC as well, just to pick it off and keep it going. Minimal damage but gets the wall break. No good, okay, but gets the positive bonus as well. Ooh,
No.
Case of chaos doesn't go for the run through, tries to grab and wake up. Doesn't work out from Scum Dipper. Blocks the DP. Nice grab as well. Okay, straight for the run through. Didn't expect that.
I like how the run up in parry with Leos is like a staple because of me.
You kind of have to against like DPs and stuff as well. It's mostly just like, has my opponent got a reversal option? Okay, it might be that. Better guess on parry sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, the only time I see it proper work is against either me or against each other when it comes to you guys.
We don't, I was gonna say, because we don't need to do it against Potemkin. Potemkin
Yes.
ain't got nothing. Faust has that super, but Faust's super is like slower than most people's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's another one of those. It's like Tenshijin is quite slow. I think it might be slower than Tenshijin. I don't know the numbers.
No, like Pentagin is like frame 1.
No, I know, but it still has to like start up. It's frame 1 involved, sure, but it's still got to start up.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Well, what I'm trying to say is there's some gap between the invol and the move actually hitting you.
I'm not actually sure though, but I'm
It's,
gonna have to look at
it's the same with Faust as well. Like they've got a little bit more time between the invol and actually striking you. As far as I was aware, or like in my head, Faust was like the slowest, but
yeah, because Faust depends on the distance.
yes.
Because he needs to get to the floor. The amount of FD that Maku is using is just immense.
Again, another one of those things that like works better on different characters. Like against Leo, you kind of want to use it the majority of the time because it's going to push him away and mean that there's less that we can do on block.
Yeah.
And like the further you push Leo away as well, the less likely he is to run through.
Oh, yeah, that's
obviously certain distances we can run through, we'll get the front facing one, which is very negative.
Yep.
Very, very negative.
It's zoning away.
Being very, very liberal with these run throughs, and I'm loving it. I'm gonna get mixed watch in Case of Chaos here.
I mean, sometimes he's just going like proper like full hardboard, and he just like presses buttons that make sense, but they do because it's not optimal.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's like one of the, I can really relate to the situation where you kind of want to like get in and get a hit before the projectile hits you.
Yeah.
And you miscalculate your distance just by a hair and you eat the projectile. I hate that shit.
What's this? Case of Chaos able to get away with a blitz slag? You mean you didn't jump that, Maku? Making me look bad out here, man.
I'm telling you, it's a switcheroo.
It's a switcheroo, nicer crabs.
Are you sure you didn't just pick Case of Chaos' color and then you just like, you're playing right now?
No, I didn't, I swear, this is legit Case of Chaos.
Although I don't really see the heavy projectile cancelled with a PRC, so it cannot be you.
Yo, I do it with the light projectiles as well.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
That is something that I never see from Case of Chaos. Which is, I don't know, it's either he doesn't see the utility or it's just like he doesn't want to infringe on your gimmick.
moves and it's all good. It's just all about the pressure. Like the situational, I'm at full screen, I want to throw a projectile, do I have meter? Yeah, I've got meter, might as well spend it. Yo, that was a nice yellow RC. Of all the yellow RCs we've seen tonight, that one didn't get blocked. Tries to go for the grab again, the audacity!
I was gonna say it's definitely a nicer YRC than mine.
Same bro, same, both of them got blocked. I love the use of the medium projectile just to contest.
Oh, there we go. Now Maku's doing your gimmick. It's just like I'm gonna shoot a heavy projectile at the purple RC because I've seen Senpuu do that.
It's very good. You can control a lot of space.
Yep.
Maku using it to go 3-0 up over Case of Chaos.
Nice.
Can somebody stop this man, please?
Trislash, yeah, the trislash seems really feasible at this point because it's only Reinart left.
Only one more to defend against the rain.
Can the original
Terror.
trislash
Defeat
be the current trislash attempter?
Yo, we got the newer model.
I mean, yeah, if there's anyone, it has to be him because all of us are fallen. So
You're our only hope, Reinart. Better take him down. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm ready to rock straight into it. Let's go.
Coming right up. And here we go, the final challenger of the evening. It is the glue-eating guzzler of godly good grabs. Did I get that right?
You did it.
Fucking hell, I've done it. Yay, no longer foreign. Yay.
I'm sorry, you're still foreign.
Oh, yeah, I thought this was my
your test.
Yeah, this was my test to citizenship. God damn it.
So I mean, you're officially a UK citizen. How do you feel?
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, he was not confident going into this as well. I remember this.
Another one of those. Oh, gets hit by the second hit, stun dipper.
Well, you know what happens when Reinart is not confident.
He normally wins.
Yeah. Usually like it doesn't matter. But Maku's been really consistent today, so. Very
true. I mean, Maku does have the life lead, but I feel the pressure is coming from Reinart here. No 5D. Thought there was a 5D coming after that. Okay.
All you need is one buster.
All you need is one buster. It's true. All you need is buster. It's not going to be a full finish. Just eating the chip damage.
Oh no, Kara.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if that was a missed Kara or a missed timing. Looks like a missed Kara, but either way, it's going to be the first round to Maku.
Or maybe it didn't Kara at all because he probably was close enough. I don't know.
Quite possible. You'll need to ask the man who left the legend himself. The footsies, the neutral, the Kai run up and grab. Oh, into the 5D. Making real use of that tonight.
I should use that more often as well.
You know what, I tell myself that every single day.
But sometimes I do actually use it and it works. And other days I'm just like, oh yeah, I have these buttons.
Buster's out the second hit. That's how you beat Scum Dipper.
PRC Buster.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need meter for it though.
I mean, you can, if you block the first hit of Scum Dipper, I can parry the second.
Nice.
It's just if the Scum Dipper and the first hit hits from really far, then the second hit is guaranteed.
Again with the Scum Dippers taking game one.
This is not looking good for us. We might have our second trislash coming up.
Please Lord no. Not another one.
Oh, they have these.
Oh,
woman!
Nice grabs. Keeps going for the heat knuckle, but there's no jumps. Maku's keeping his feet on the ground.
Like the other week when KDK did not make a single jump as the round started.
Again with fast RC, 5D gets burst this time.
Oh, there's one. Oh, what? How did that hit?
Yes.
He was moving back and he just got too dry. Must have been a jump or a started back that way.
Ooh, the pressure clashes with the DP.
That's better than eating the DP. Ooh, nice carrot.
Big legs.
Oh, he gets the carrot but he jumps. Oh, that is actually a good extended pressure string there.
It's a bit of a mix as well because you can like time the RC so that your ass lands the other side.
Oh, so it could be perfect.
Yeah, it's one of those like the only best Potemkin mix.
Nice.
You need the meter to do it.
So you can basically be Milia from one board.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, Milia with a better ass or a bigger ass.
Yeah, it's up to debate.
Oh, nice box.
Definitely bigger, better is in question.
Definitely bigger, so we'll go with that for now, as to not offend anyone. Oof. Memphis taking the round. Attempted to claw back here, Reinart, pressing big buttons. Try to play that mooch. Show him his grab.
Maku's just standing outside of his range.
Waiting for something to happen, waiting for his way in.
He press something that's slow so I can jump in. And then he goes for the slide head, and that's all Maku needs to get in.
Confirms off the DP as well, you need shock state for that. Oh. Classic Kai, run up grab. Heavy projector, there's nothing on OK. What's the mix? Show us some mix. Oh, Scum Dipper.
Oh,
There he is, there's the burst. It's the wall, brother.
Oh, I guess so.
Just enough time to jump out there, Maku. Reading these busters every single time he's ready.
The one thing that I noticed but I never like articulated is that the only character I know that I definitely blocked is definitely grabbed is Potemkin, because just before you throw him he gets into this block animation.
Yes.
And it's really visible, so if I can see Potemkin blocking I know that my throw was successful. So
Yeah.
like, that's something that I learned because of Potemkin, because I never noticed it in any other character.
Slides under the flight, very nice.
Just doing jump projectiles, it feels like playing geese and KOF.
Tries to bait the burst. There it is. Reinart showing true patience. Burst patience.
I think that was above the hitbox of the flick, and that's why it didn't work.
Yeah, it's very strange when you see that happen. Feels like it shouldn't happen, but it's just the angle of those projectiles. You know that they can be flicked. Nice instant overhead. Doesn't quite confirm, but Reinart's not ready for the quick reset.
Oh, no. I don't like how this is going.
One more round and Maku will be our next or newest trislash champion.
This is absolute match point for trislash.
Oh, big counter hit. Here we go with the next close slash. Try to protect Buster once again. Maku always ready, always in the air. Unless it's heat knuckle, then he's on the ground. Oh, hit with the ass.
Oh,
Massive life lead here, can we capitalise? Says K, heat knuckle.
that's not gonna kill her.
Just on a sliver of health. Scum Dipper RC. Okay, we're going back to the corner, we're going back to the other wall. No, we're not, rolling knockdown. Oh, Mega Fist cleans that one up as well. When in doubt, just Mega Fist, bro.
I mean that's a curse. If you're mega fisting in that, that's gonna get rid.
Tries to car buster, we're going to start that cheeky wee walk back from Maku, just get out of the way.
I love it when you guys say cheeky.
What? One of those Scottish idioms.
Yeah.
Blocks has Scum Dipper for the first time in his life. Guess I once again about projectile. I think Maku's figured out faster C into
That is bullshit.
5D once again. 3 for 3.
That was also a yellow RC that was not blocked. So far, we are on the short end of this.
Yeah. Note to self, make faster season less predictable. Make the LR season less predictable. Right, punch there, pressing the buttons, checking to see if Reinart's pressing the buttons. Thankfully it was enough to kill and make Maku your next trislash champion. So for anyone that doesn't know, your trislash champion, someone that's managed to hold the belt, win the gauntlet, win the bracket, 3 weeks in the trot. And for Maku, that's 2 brackets and 1 gauntlet down.
God damn. I mean, I was hoping that was never going to happen again. But I think the main reason he could pull this off is because Sukamansu is not here.
Yep.
And he was the one to kind of stop him.
That is very true.
Because those two practice together all the time, so clearly Sukamansu is going to have a more clear understanding of
the way
his
the
latest attack.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Whereas we tend to only see it at the actual rollback when we do this.
Very true, but no excuses here. That just means we have to get better and contest Maku more frequently. So we'll be back to contesting with that next week. But more importantly, before we find out the best of us, no, we've already found out the best of us.
Yeah, with the gauntlet, we already know who the champ is, and the bitches get to fight for the spoon.
Now we get to find out the worst of us after the best. That doesn't ring the same way, man. But
I know. We just need to go back to the bracket.
Next week, hopefully, we will be back with the bracket, but we'll make sure and let everybody know. Regardless, we're going to be moving on.
So it turns out that based on the dreadful performance of all of us, the 2 people that need to face off in order to avoid or get the spoon, depending on how you look at it, is myself and Case of Chaos. So I am in the spoon match twice in a row.
Look at you go.
And I blame the tournaments for this, because having to go to other scenes doing tournaments and stuff kind of makes me. It's a different mindset, because playing against you guys is not the same as playing against all these other people in the scene.
That's very true.
So I'm gonna have to see if I can stop Case of Chaos from giving me the spoon for that.
For the second time?
No,
I mean, I gave you it last week, so you gotta stop a Leo giving me the spoon.
No, but my point is that I have never held the spoon for 2 consecutive weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if Case of Chaos gives it to me now, this will also be a first.
We need a tri-spoon champion.
No, well, in that case of Chaos would be like an absolute fucking legend on that one.
Hey man, that was last year. To be fair, he's probably held it 3 weeks in the trial this year as well. But much less frequently spoon holder Case of Chaos going up against Weirdling for the spoon. Which one will it be?
Let's see. Let's find out.
Oh yeah. Your final match this evening will be the Prince of Parry versus the Ungabunga man himself. I mean, you guys play each other semi-regularly. Predominantly, I mean, it seems pretty 50-50. I want to say you win more predominantly than Case of Chaos, but at the same time,
I mean, statistically, when it comes to gauntlets, when we are in the spoon match, it's usually me who doesn't get the spoon.
Yeah.
But when it comes to tournaments, when we're in the same bracket, he tends to eliminate me.
Okay.
So when we play each other, yeah, like I said, I just hit Celestial, so I know that when it comes to offline, I'm going to suck.
Yeah.
Which is it's not doing great for my mental, even though I think I didn't really have this I didn't really have this at the back of my head. I was just I already hit my goals for this month, so even if I lose, I will be okay. So I was really sad.
Yeah.
But I still didn't want to lose.
The patience so far from Case of Chaos taking that first round.
Also, that jump punch was fucking brilliant, because anything else he would have pressed, he would have lost.
You would have got it.
Yeah.
Not even a grab?
I don't think at that point he could have grabbed me, but maybe.
Okay, punch the damage, just one quick wall breaking.
Yes, the jump heavy counter confirmed.
Nice big wall break and a massive life lead over Case of Chaos. Not sure what that 5D was all about, but Case of Chaos just.
It was not meant to be
Supered it
5D.
away.
It was meant to be 2D, but I pressed down a bit too late. But even so, it would have beaten the super, so it makes a difference in the end.
I think that was a run through that just got sniped by the 2K.
Sometimes I throw out the 2K because against Leo specifically it's really useful.
Two big counter hits. You both separated to either side of the screen.
I'm getting ruined here. By Leo.
Ooh, the AID! That was good. Second one didn't work out so well.
Yeah, he's doing the airbag that is really well. And that's something I need to steal from him because I just never do. Like, if I need to move back in the air, I just use my jump D.
Yeah.
It's usually negative as fuck, so I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you're not like in recovery for your ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's
And,
pretty
and
well
even if I do hit the ground, it still has recovers. It's not like a safe jump like my jump hit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, closing it out with the 5P.
Yeah, I can't believe I lost that.
The more I play Leo, the better I realise this 5P actually is. I used to shout on that button. It's actually quite a good button. It is quite high in the air.
Yeah, it's a good anti. So.
It's probably one of Leo's best. Like, in terms of the damage that you can convert off of it as an anti-air, it is the best.
Okay.
But in terms of like raw,
Yeah, like raw
hitbox, obviously your 6P is better.
Yeah.
Obviously the DP is, but you know, like obviously these things are better, but these things have other downsides which the 5P does not because it recovers in like 7 frames or whatever the fuck.
No, I think it's even this.
It probably is, but I just threw it because Scale doesn't quite have the reactions. If you see someone backdash and the tether's on you,
Oh,
you
okay.
can DP that and it's parry.
I forgot that actually.
Where are we going? We're going tether combo. We're going to bar. Going quick reset into Zansen. Zansen cross off to Tammy. Good stuff, nice mix. That's what we like to see. Trade counter.
The one thing that I managed to get like I conditioned Case of Chaos to not really do much when he's tethered because every time he DPs I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So he is forced to do something else, which usually tends to leave me in the advantage because he can't decide what to press at the time.
Depends what character you're playing against, but predominantly like you're better off. And like I know that once you tether them, it goes back to neutral. Nice air grab. Taking that game, even in the score. I know that once you get the tether on, Vikings predominantly. I know it goes back to neutral, but it's predominantly in Vikings' favour, mostly because your close slash is faster than everybody's close slash in the game, but also
It's just
like the amount of buttons that you've got.
I think the biggest advantage, because I do think like some characters have like ridiculous shit that they can do. But then because 2P can just basically wall break you if it hits once because it keeps throwing you back.
Yeah.
But I think the reason Viking has the advantage for the most part is because if you're playing Viking, you know exactly what you want to do with the tether.
Yeah, you know what your different options are as well. For most people, it's a guessing game. For me, I like to wait and see what the Viking does and then react appropriately. I tend to not try and press buttons when the tether gets put on. Unless you put the tether on in a minus situation like, you know what I mean, like, you're already minus and you apply the tether, now I'm probably very pressing buttons.
I mean, the tether is not minus. The tether is plus, but if it's I mean, there's no scenario that I can put the tether on you and I end up being minus.
No, yeah.
It's just the button press I have after that can leave me minus. Or if I backdash and you just catch it.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, it's got quite a long start as well, so if you're like trying to set up the tether off or something that's like unsafe, I'm playing very close to that.
Oh yeah, the startup you can definitely play.
Yeah. But most of the time, I'm not going to press buttons on it. You know.
Oh, I just remembered we're getting a new map in the battle.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, it's quite a pretty looking map as well. It's like sort of treetop village kind of thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be overused.
You think so?
Well,
The president map was overused quite a lot as well. Speaking of which, we've been on it all night.
Yeah, that's what reminded me actually, because I was like, oh, then this is the White House. That's a new map, which means, oh yeah. So I think we should keep the tradition that, well, it's going to be up to the champion at the time, but, you know, like, usually when the new map comes out, we just do an entire game on that one.
Yeah. Oh, nice RC conversion, that's going to take the game. Nice reactions from Case of Chaos.
Case of Chaos has this, like, really weird, like, talent of just, like, getting rolled, and then he just, like, suddenly like snaps awake and just fucks you up. Because like in this case it wasn't a roll, it was really even, but I was just like it came down to like one count. Yeah. Just trying to pitch for any sort of counter I can, throwing at my pokes.
A nice neutral one on. Okay, burst just to keep the advantage, keep power pressure. Oh, air grabs. Seen a lot of them, more of them in this game than any other.
Yeah, because I know Case of Chaos is the one person that I know he's going to jump in such a situation.
Taking Ray quite comfortably there. Yeah, I think that was a really good burst. She just kind of kept him in the corner the whole time as well. I'm quite a fan of the offensive burst. I didn't burst to get you off of me, I burst to get you in the corner.
Yeah, you just stay back.
Oh, another air grab.
Yeah, so I think at this point he was just like, fuck you for air grabbing me all the time.
I'm
going to do my own. And it worked because I did not expect that.
It is good to like have that awareness of like, oh, the opponent is almost directly above me. If I just press up and grab, I'm going to get it, you know. And then obviously there's like more complicated tech you can do with that. Like in that situation, I expected a jump in air grab.
Oh,
Where's the parry? Oh, there it is. It's a far parry though. Gets the second one as well. What is this? Parry central.
I need to work on this habit of jumping back and forward slash when Dave's throwing me back, because I'm definitely getting parried every time.
Nice RC and pulled against the corner for that game as well. Match point for Case of Chaos here. Once again, back playing the neutral, nice close slash. Case of Chaos says don't get off me. Blocks the tether, but at what cost?
Yeah, that was me pressing close slash too early so I can do the whole combo. Unfortunately.
Nice one from Case of Chaos there. Good burst as well. Push straight for the back turn. Oh, and the reset to grab. Nice tech. Tries to punch the mat. Nice. Grab.
I'm in the corner.
And a parry. No confirm. You can get more off of that in the corner.
It kind of threw me off guard because I expected him to come in, and he just jumps, and that was the end of me.
That was the defining moment that gave you the spoon. You didn't know what he was gonna do, and then he jumped.
Yeah, and he jumped in a situation where it would never happen otherwise. And I was like, okay, guess I'll die. As Maku getting his trislash.
Famous last words. What's that? Senpuu second place for the first time in like 8 weeks or something?
Yeah.
That's a sign. It's a sign that I'm coming next week.
You only go there because Sukemouse is not here.
Hey, shut up, man. I'll be him next week too.
I mean, you really should.
I know. I've been taking the matchup against him every time. And, I mean, does Leo have a favourite matchup? Does anyone have a favourite matchup against Faust? He's just such a gangly man.
I mean, I feel comfortable against Faust. For the most part. Because I kind of know what he's doing. So it's like, I can adapt to all the bullshit he's throwing at me and all that stuff. So I don't really think that Faust is like a... Well, for Potemkin it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But for a Leo, if you know what he's doing, you should be right.
It's one of those things like, once we get in, it's dandy, it's golden, but it's getting in that's the issue. It's getting in is a real problem against someone with such big buttons and such a good fucking keep away game.
I just remembered, because just before Sukemouse left for his holiday, we had like a decent session just before he left.
Yes.
And the one thing that he overused is the Faust 5K, which is a fucking war cry.
It's such a good button. It's a ridiculously good button.
Like literally anything you press, unless it's like a scum dipper or something.
Or 6p.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, but 6B beats everything.
It does, correct.
But what I mean is that if you press a button that is not a 6B,
you're fucked.
unless,
Even if you try and jump, you're getting hit.
No, but that was the main problem I had. I was trying to like jump in, and he just
5 kg. That's also what got me with the button. Like I'd be not even like air dashing or anything. I'd literally just jump to just like free up some space or whatever, and get hit by this in my like pre-jump frames, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Even on like low moves, if he catches the startup, you still get counted.
Yeah. It's such a good button.
It's ridiculous.
Incredible good button. Anyway, enough on that. Sukumatsu will be back on next week. You can count on Maku being your trislash champion going forward. Hopefully we'll be able to dethrone him next week. And your resident for the second week in a row, Spoonholder, Weirdling.
Well, guess what this means? This means you are second place, so you get to run back on Maku if you do the bracket again.
That's true, I do get to run back on Maku. Hell yeah, I'm going to practice my Kai matchup so much. I'm going to be so ready for that grab. Watch me get washed on Monday, oh yeah.
Well, yeah, this has been me with the sexy voice. Probably next week my voice will be a bit less sexy than this.
Boo. Keep the sexy voice forever.
I'll try, but it's not gonna happen.
Lower your voice by like half an octave every week.
I'm gonna go back to my. Well, I'm not really squeaky, but I'm not necessarily this deep either.
That's very true. Very, very true. Whether we're squeaky or deep voiced, we will certainly be back next week. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you do like us, feel free to subscribe, give us a follow, give us a shout, comment, anything.
Yeah. And also don't forget the Twitter at BGF_FGC.
Oh yeah. Well yeah, I think that's everything from us tonight.
Yeah, all the plugs are done, all the whoring has done. Support your local scenes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, support your local scenes. New one in Inverness too. They put out a poll recently. I was talking to Reinart about this the other day. The guys up in Inverness put out a poll to see what games everyone else would be interested in playing that wasn't Smash. And top of the running was Street Fighter. Second in line, however, was Guilty Gear. So we can hopefully look forward to some Street Fighter and Guilty Gear events out there very soon. And you bet your ass the BGF will be in attendance.
Yay, going all the way up to the Highlands. Yay.
Woo! But yeah.
Well, on that note, we're going to see you next week for the next Monday Night Rollback.
Good night and good watching.